back to the weekly recap. I'm Matt Wacker. Soldiers in training at Fort Leonard Wood gain knowledge both in and outside the classroom. One valuable resource for education is a collection of museums that many people don't know exist. Leanne Mentink recently spent some time at the John B. Mahaffey Museum Complex on Fort Leonard Wood. In the first of a three-part series, we take you to the U.S. Army Engineer Museum and a chat with Director Troy Morgan.
We like to tell the soldiers the incredible history of the engineers that went before them, so they can not only learn the lessons, the historic lessons that those soldiers did, but they can also learn the spirit behind what it is to be a soldier and what it is to be an American soldier. We take them all the way back to the American Revolution, to those incredible men and women that preceded them as Army engineers.
What's the most important lesson that you feel that they learn here at this museum?
It's all about the values. We are, America's front line. We are what the world sees when they think about America. We really kind of just have that incredible pride that it is to be an American soldier. So a lot of times when people think about military engineers, they think about blowing things up, but we're so much more than that. For example, this case here deals with water purification. So the Army Corps of Engineers was responsible for water purification from prior to World War I all the way through 1982, at which point it transferred over to the Army Quartermaster Corps. And you see some artifacts, a handheld pump that a soldier would have carried with him in his rucksack to purify small amounts of water. And then the pictures up here show large trucks called ertilators that were capable of purifying up to between 1,500 and 3,000 gallons per hour, so providing a large task force with water. My favorite artifact is a canteen cup that belonged to Private Vinton Dove. Private Vinton Dove was a bulldozer operator on Omaha Beach on D-Day, and he earned the nation's second highest award, the Distinguished Service Cross. But what makes this cup so special is he took his bayonet and he literally carved into the canteen cup all the places that he went. And then on the bottom of it, he put, "He loves his wife." Just an incredible part of the American soldier, loving not only your country, but also loving your family. The Army Corps of Engineers ran sawmills from World War I up until 1999. And then advancements in global shipping and global logistics, we no longer needed to generate our own lumber. It became more economical for us to either purchase it locally or to move it ourselves. But you can see in the case there's a shell, what's called trench art, where a soldier had went to probably a local French vendor and had this souvenir made for him. And on the souvenir, it talks about his unit, the 20th Forestry Engineers, and of course they have a sawmill on it. And then on the left there is a uniform from a soldier that served in the Pacific in World War II. He was a forester. And then on the right is a World War I uniform for a soldier that served in France with the 20th. And then, of course, in the background is a 54-inch saw blade.
And they were foresters.
They were both foresters, yes.
The men that wore these uniforms.
Exactly, yes. I'm retired from the military, but I wasn't an engineer. Had I known now what I did then, I definitely would have been an engineer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Human remains have been discovered again, this time in Owensville. Divers recovered a body from a clay pit near Dragster Drive on March 22nd. The man was identified as 60-year-old James Holt of Florissant. Holt was reported missing the day before and was wanted for questioning regarding other human remains found in the clay pit. An investigation into the matter is ongoing. A St. James chef is bringing the joy of pizza to his hometown. Bubba Cunningham has, like many of us, been known for his love of pizza over the years. He soon plans to open his own restaurant, providing a taste of New York to our area. Cunningham has traveled far and wide to find the secrets of good pizza, going as far as the Big Apple to learn from the masters. His restaurant, Missouri Pizza Company, is scheduled to open its doors in May. April 4th was Election Day around the area. Voters in Thayer passed Proposition Thayer Schools to increase funding for the school district. The Thayer R2 school district has been going through a growth spurt with enrollment, and added space is needed to accommodate incoming class sizes. This new bond will allow the district to borrow $3.9 million with no estimated tax increase to the current levy. The issue passed by a vote of 419 to 129. Controversy surfaced last week, centered around the race for the Ward 4 Lebanon City Council seat. After a picture circulated showing candidate Wendy Abdullahi remaining seated during the Pledge of Allegiance, questions were made about the candidate's patriotism. Abdullahi said she remains seated as a form of protest against the treatment of veterans and their frequent difficulties in obtaining medical care. She went on to say that she has nothing but respect for veterans of the armed forces. Lebanon Mayor Josh Ray also issued a statement reminding the community of his campaign slogan, "Lebanon First, Politics Never," and encouraged the people of Lebanon to leave personal attacks out of local government. Abdullahi lost the race on April 4th by a vote of 139 to 29. A long-standing business in the West Plains community will soon be closing its doors. After nearly 80 years, Morell's Cleaners on Walnut Street will no longer be accepting clothes for dry cleaning as of April 7th. Third-generation owner James Morell cites the declining popularity of dry cleaners in the U.S. as people have moved more and more to wash and wear clothing. While the business will no longer be accepting items, it will remain open until the end of the month, giving customers 30 days to pick up their clothing. With the coming of spring, the Missouri Department of Conservation warns of another seasonal change: bears. Missouri is home to an estimated 300 black bears, and under the right conditions can be quite dangerous. MDC warns that feeding, either on purpose or otherwise, can cause the animals to become accustomed to the handout and become comfortable around humans. This can lead to a dangerous situation, as bears that learn to take food from humans will do so anywhere they're relocated, and as such must often be put down. The Conservation Department encourages Missourians to keep possible food sources secure and clean, and to never intentionally feed the animals. The Spring 2017 Student Art in the Library exhibit is now open on the second floor of the Curtis Laws Wilson Library at Missouri S&T. The exhibit is jointly sponsored by the library and the College of Arts, Sciences, and Business and features 40 works by 25 students. A broad range of mediums are represented, including stained glass, acrylics, oils, mixed media, and digital art. Prizes have been awarded for Best of Show, People's Choice, and Honorable Mention. The art remains on display through this month. Missouri S&T will be host to the biannual Mega Minor Coding Competition, a 24-hour event where participants compete to write artificial intelligence coding for a computer game. The event was founded in 2007 by the Association of Computing Machinery, a student organization. The code-off begins on April 8th and will go straight through to the 9th. A triple elimination tournament will determine the winner. Congratulations to Owensville High School for winning the Cardinals High School Video Challenge. The contest was open to all schools in the St. Louis area and voted on by Cardinals Nation. OHS beat out 10 other schools and will now have their winning submission produced with help from the Cardinals Insider crew, as well as Fred Bird and the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. That's all for now. Thanks for watching the weekly recap. I'm on vacation next week, so no show. I'll see you in 2 weeks. The Weekly Recap is brought to you by Price Chopper, Cooking from Scratch, the Travers Automotive Group, the UPS Store of Rolla, Beck Motors of Owensville, Bayer Dodge of West Plains, Hanging by a Thread, Mimi's Home Helpers, and Tailor Your Insurance.